and understand the variables in Java. First, let us understand the basic definition of a variable. A variable is a container that holds the value while Java program is being executed. A variable is assigned with a data type. Variable is the name of the memory location, and there are three types of variables in Java, which are local, instance, and static. Let us understand local variable. A variable declared inside the body of a method is called local variable. You can use this variable only within that particular method, and other methods in the class will not be aware of that particular variables which are used in your local class. A local variable cannot be defined with the static keyword. Followed by that, we have instance variable. A variable declared inside the class but outside the body of the method is called instance variable. It is not declared as static. It is called the instant variable because its value is instance specific and not shared among other instances. The last but not the least is the static variable. A variable which can be declared as static is called static variable. It cannot be local. You can create a single copy of static variable and share among all the instances of the class. Memory allocation for static variable happens only once when the class is loaded in the memory. Now, the next part is the data types. The data types supported in Java programming language are int, float, double, long, short, character, byte, and boolean. Now, let us also go through the size of each data type supported by Java. Java supports 2 bytes for integer data type, 4 bytes for float data type, 8 bytes for double, and 8 bytes for long. Followed by that, 2 bytes for character type data type, 1 byte for short, 1 for byte, and 1 byte for boolean. These data types are called as primitive data types. Followed by variables and data types, now let us enter into the operators that are available in Java. The operators in a programming language are specific or special symbols used along with the variables or numbers so as to carry out some specific operations. The various operators available in Java are as follows. They are unary operator, arithmetic operator, shift operator, relational operator, bitwise operator, logical operator, ternary operator, and finally the assignment operator. We shall discuss about each and every single operator available in Java. Firstly, the unary operator. The Java unary operator requires only one operand. The unary operators are used to perform various operations such as incrementing or decrementing a value by 1, negating an expression, inverting the value of a boolean, and many more. Now, let us execute a simple example of unary operator in Java. As you can see, this particular example is based on unary operators. So here, I have declared a value 10 to the variable x of integer data type. And now, I am trying to increment the value of x by 1 by adding the unary operator increment. This particular incrementation is called post increment. Followed by that, we have a similar increment operator which is placed before x, which says it is a pre-increment operator. Followed by that, we will try to decrement the value of x by 1 by using post decrement operator, where we will provide the decrement operator after x. And similarly, the same decrement operator is used before x, which says that it is a pre-decrement operation. Now, let us try to execute our program and see the output. You can see the output has been successfully generated. Now, followed by this, let us move ahead and understand the arithmetic operator. Java arithmetic operators are used to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. They act as basic mathematic operations. Now, let us see a basic example for arithmetic operators. You can see I have provided two variables, that is a and b. A has the value 10 and b has the value 5. So, The basic arithmetic operations that I will be performing are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. So the addition symbol is carried out by plus, subtraction is minus, multiplication is star, division is forward slash, and modulus is modulus symbol. These are common. Now, let us execute this and see the output. You can see all the arithmetic operations have been successfully executed and the output is also generated. So you can see the addition is 15, subtraction is 5, multiplication is 50, division is 2, and modulus is 0. Now with this, let us move ahead into the next type of operators, which are none other than the shift operators. The shift operator is used to shift the bits in the value to the left or right side of the specific number of times. We have two types of shift operators, which are left shift operator and the right shift operator. The left shift operator moves the specific number of bits towards the left side and the right shift towards the right side. Now, let us execute a sample program to understand the shift operators in a much better way. You can see I have used shift operator here, which is left shift, and I'm using left shift operator to move 2 bits of 10 towards left side and 3 bits of 10 towards left side and 2 bits of 20 towards left side and 4 bits of 15 towards left side. So basically what happens here is 10 will be converted into binary numbers and similarly all the other numbers will be converted into binary numbers, and the number of bits which we require, that is 2, will be shifted in that particular converted binary number, and the new number generated will be provided in decimal numbers, and that will be our output. Let us execute this program and see our output. You can see that the program has been getting executed and the new numbers have been generated here as the output. So 10 after shifting 2 bits towards left will be generating 40, and 10 after shifting 3 bits towards left will generate 80, and similarly 15 after shifting 4 bits will generate in 240. Now that we have understood the shift operator, let us move ahead and understand the relational operator. The Java relational operator is used to compare the operands on both the sides of the relational operator. This particular operator judges whether one of the operands is greater or lesser or equal or not equal to the other operator. Now, the basic operation what a relational operator does is, it compares the two numbers. For example, if you have A as 5 and B as 10, and if you compare if A is greater than B, then the result will be false because A is smaller than B. So this is what a relational operator basically does. Now, let us go through a sample program to understand relational operators in a much better way. Here you can see that I have declared 3 variables, that is A, B and C. A has 10, B has 5 and C has 20. Now what we are doing is, we are comparing A is less than B and A is less than C. And followed by that, we are comparing again A is less than B and A is less than C. So this example is both for relational operator as well as logical operator. So the logical operation which we have used is AND. Now let us try to execute this program and see the output. And there you go. The result is false because A is greater than B but not less than B. Similarly, A is less than C, but the result of AND logical operator is false because to become true, both sides of the operand should be true. Now, let us move ahead and understand bitwise operator. Basically, the bitwise operator is applied on the bits. For example, if we provide a number to the variable, that particular number will be converted into binary format, and after that, the operation will be applied on the bits one by one. Let us execute a sample program to understand bitwise operators in a much better way. So this particular example is based on bitwise operators. Here also we have the same 3 values, that is A is equals to 10, B is equals to 5 and C is equals to 20. Now we're performing bitwise operations on the particular variables and comparing them using a logical operator, which is AND. Now, let us try to execute this program and see the output. You can see that the program has been successfully executed and the output has been printed. But the value of A has been changed here from 10 to 11. This happened because it is based on the bitwise operation which we performed here, that is A++ post increment. Now, followed by this, let us move ahead and understand the next type of operators, that are the logical operators. The logical operators are the operators which are applied on both the ends or both the operands. So the basic logical operators supported in Java programming language are AND, OR, and NOT. The AND operator is used to perform logical operation on two operands, and it will result in a Boolean result. So to become a true Boolean result, AND should be having both the operands as true. And in OR, to result a true value, either one of the operands should be true. And when it comes to NOT, NOT is just a simple logical operator which negates the existing value. That means if the value is true, then after the NOT operation, the value will be converted into false. Now, let us see one basic example to understand logical operators in a much better way. You can see the previous example is the best fit to understand logical operators. You can see the value here was false, since A is greater than B. So this value will result in a false, and this value will result in false. So false and false will result in false. Now moving ahead, we shall understand the next type of operators, which are the ternary operators. The ternary operator is simple but highly powerful operator used in Java programming language. This particular ternary operator will reduce the code length to one line. To understand this in a much better way, let us execute a sample program. Here you can see that we have two different values, which are A and B. A has 2 and B has 5. So the ternary operator is this particular statement. Here we have also allocated a new variable which is of integer type, which is minimum. So minimum is equals to A less than B. If A is less than B, then minimum is A, and else B is equals to minimum. So this particular operation is minimum. Here A is compared. If A is truly less than B, then A will be printed into minimum, else B will be printed into minimum. And finally, we shall print the value which is stored into minimum. Now let us execute this and see the output. You can see that the value of A, which is 2, has been printed here after executing the ternary operator present in the line number 7. Now, let us move ahead and understand the next type of operators, which are the assignment operators. The assignment operators used in Java programming language are simply used to allocate the resultant memory into the variable which is located in the left side of the operand. The basic assignment operators used in Java programming language are equals to and double equals to. To understand assignment operators in a much better way, let us execute a sample Java program. So this particular program is based on assignment operations. Here we have two different values, which are A and B. A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 20. Now what we are basically doing here is using the assignment operator and adding value 4 to the value 10 and decrementing value 4 to the value 20. This particular operator used here is the assignment operator. Now the result will be A is equals to 14 and B is equals to 16. Now let us execute this program and see if the output will be correct or not. You can see the output is as expected.